There we go. It's Tuesday, November 26th, 2024. And you know what that means, Cameron? It's time for another Toast Tuesday.
Absolutely.
Here we are coming to you from the beautiful Finger Lakes on Seneca Lake on a beautiful, crisp fall day. It's the Thanksgiving episode. Here we go.
I like it.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Cameron.
And hey, we're thinking about you guys and wondering what everybody's doing for Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
Maybe you're staying at home, maybe you're hosting, maybe you're traveling to family. But I think there's no better time than now to, hey, catch up on your Toast Tuesday viewing.
You have to.
Right?
You have to.
Maybe you're some episodes behind. You just happen to be catching this one, but you missed the last few. It's a time to, and you're traveling, especially if you're traveling, right? Just put it on, pull up that YouTube app and listen to it in the car.
Listen to us.
The perfect time to catch up on Toast Tuesdays. But here we are for another episode. How was your week, Cameron?
It was pretty good. It was long, very long with the Deck the Halls that just happened.
Deck the Halls, yeah, round one.
Round
it's
one.
Over.
Yeah.
It's over. Done. And we saw, it was a great week. It was a great weekend, right? It was a very busy weekend, but it was a great weekend. Busy. Great weekend of fun and festivity. Mm-hmm. People were dressed up.
They were.
The winery looks beautiful.
Pretty.
Jane gets all the credit. Jane and her parents get all the credit for pulling off beautiful decorations and trees and just really making the place look great. So they did a great job. We saw over 1,500 people.
That's a lot of people.
Throughout the weekend. 1,500. That is a lot of people.
That's an insane amount. That's
a lot of meatballs.
Yeah. No,
and a lot of wine poured. Yes. So, I mean, a lot of work goes into something like that. I do want to take a minute just to say thank you to Cameron.
Thank you
for the work that he did, and I'm just going to shout out all the staff. I think it's important that we recognize them for that. So shout out to Cameron, of course, and also Carissa, Kayla, Caitlin, Lori, Brittany, Jane's parents, Joe and Betty Ann. And we even had some extra help from Michelle and Denny. We did. Yeah, I mean, you guys, you know who you are, and just know that Jane and I are thankful for that help. It really takes a village to pull off Deck the Halls.
Yeah, it does.
I think we did it. I think we do it well here. I think our flow, and people don't have to wait, and give people good service, and I think it really shows. So thank you to everybody who helped. One weekend down, we got to do it again.
Though. One more.
Got to do it again. So you got to hang in there a little longer. Round two will be not this weekend, but the following. So we'll do it over again. But again, thought it was a huge success and excited about that. Winemaking update. Not calling it harvest update anymore. We're past harvest, so now we're going to just talk about a winemaking update. That dang semi-dry Riesling
still going?
Is still fermenting.
It's still going.
Still fermenting. Still not where I want it to be yet. Like, yeah, I forgot about it for 2 days. And I was like, oh, man. And I ran over it to quickly check it. Still not ready.
No.
Still not ready. And I got like a half a brick to like a 0.25 of a brick before it's where I want it to be. So it's churning along, just taking its sweet time, slow and cold, still fermenting. Also getting ready to do our first wine bottling post-harvest.
That's cool.
Not a 2024 wine, 23 wine. Very small batch bottling that we're going to do this weekend. So getting ready for that. Looking forward to that.
Nice.
It's always good to get some wine into the bottle. Feels good when you get that cork in it. And then you know it's done and in the bottle. So getting ready for that this weekend. Cameron, what's happening at Toast Winery?
Well, other than Deck the Halls, we're still doing our popcorn pairings too.
We are doing popcorn pairings. We did popcorn pairings, right? Even on Saturday and Sunday. As crazy as it was with Deck the Halls.
Managed to squeeze it in there.
We actually reserved where we're sitting now, the barrel room, and we've moved these beautiful barrels in here. Gives a great ambiance, but we reserved this room for the non-Deck the Halls visitors so that they were able to come in and still do a regular tasting. And we did popcorn pairings. We'll continue to do that during the next Deck the Halls. So yeah, just this is a great space,
really nice.
Intimate space, and the barrels give it some really nice ambiance in here for people to come in and do a regular tasting. Yeah, so popcorn pairings are going on. Let's talk about our hours.
Yep.
So we do have a little change up of our hours with the Thanksgiving holiday. On Wednesday, we're going to close at 2 o'clock.
Nice.
So we're going to close early on Wednesday. Thursday will be closed. Everybody will be off so they can enjoy the day with friends and family or whatnot. And then Friday, we're going to have a delayed opening, and we're not going to open until noon.
Nice.
So give people, I'll give Jane and I really a chance to get back from where we're traveling from Thanksgiving. So Wednesday 10 to 2, Thursday closed, Friday 12 to 5, and then Saturday will be our normal business hours. So that's the upcoming schedule.
Nice.
Hey, Friday, Black Friday.
Oh, it's a big deal.
We've got a Black Friday sale.
Well, good.
Let's tell the people about the Black Friday sale. It's going to be, if you buy 3 bottles or more, you're going to get 20% off all the wine.
That's a nice discount.
It's a good discount. That's a discount that is normally reserved for our Heavy Toast Wine Club members. They enjoy 20% all the time. We just do this one day a year. For everybody else, if you buy 3 bottles or more, you're going to get 20% off. So
beautiful.
Yeah, nice discount. That's our Black Friday sale. So come in and see us on Black Friday and get that discount.
Nice.
You know what Saturday is? Saturday, Small Business Saturday.
Oh, that's cool.
Every year after Black Friday is Small Business Saturday.
I like that.
So whether you're going to come see us at Toast or whether you're going to go wherever you may live to support your small businesses on Saturday, it's a big deal. You know, really recognize those small businesses.
Yes,
and this
100%.
Not just once a year, but all year, but especially on Small Business Saturday. It's a great way to thank and recognize the small businesses in your community. Let's see, what else is going on? We've got a paint and sip happening here at Toast
that's
Winery.
A big deal. Yeah.
Paint and sip. Thursday, December 4th, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., we're hosting a paint and sip where if you come in, you'll get all the supplies you need, including the canvas, to actually paint your own picture.
That's pretty cool.
And it'll be instructor-led. You get a glass of toast wine of your choice to go with it, right? So that's fun.
Pretty cool.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's $45, which I think is a great value because you get the glass of wine.
You do.
You get the canvas. You basically get to take home the art that you created.
That's
you're going to get all the supplies that you need to do it, and you're going to get an instructor to lead you through how to actually paint this.
That's pretty cool.
And because it's the holidays, right? You're going to paint a holiday-themed painting that I think is cool because it's something you'll be able to, maybe put away and take out year after year every time you're getting ready to decorate your house for the holidays.
I like it because it's like you made that. Right?
Exactly, right? Yeah. You'll have that. So I think for $45, that's a
very
steal.
Good price.
There's only 5 tickets left.
Wow, we're selling out fast.
Only 5 tickets left. So if you're interested in joining, and I'm sure there'll be some familiar faces there for some. You got to either visit our website under the event page. You can get a link to buy the tickets, or I think on our Facebook event page as well.
Beautiful.
That'll take you to a link to get your ticket. Again, just 5 left.
Only 5.
Thursday, December 4th, 6 to 8 p.m. So that's something that I think will be a lot of fun.
A little after hours.
And something to look forward to.
Nice.
There's that dang phone. It seems to always ring when we're recording videos. And
so
there's
far
no one
away.
else to answer it. So. We'll just have to listen to that. Maybe it's not as loud today.
Well, yeah.
Because we're in the barrel room.
It's probably true.
Hey, what are we drinking today?
Ooh, a dry rosé of Cabernet Franc today.
Dry rosé? In the middle of November.
All right,
on the cold, fall, chilly day of November, we're drinking dry rosé.
Yeah.
Well, that seems strange, but let me tell you, for me, there's nothing better at Thanksgiving than a dry rosé. I think this is the perfect pair for your turkey, your stuffing, your mashed potatoes, and your gravy.
The whole shebang.
I am a big fan of a dry rosé with Thanksgiving.
I like that.
That's why we're talking about ours today. Let's see, what do we think here? Ooh, the nose is like
very
ridiculous,
pretty,
right?
Very pretty.
Ridiculous. Like I'm getting like tropical flavors, strawberry, apple. It just jumps out of the glass on the aromatic. So it's just amazing to me what wine does over time, right? It really is true that the aging process is something. Like when I think about how this is right now compared to when we first bottled it and opened it, it's amazing. Right
come away. I like that.
It's opened up really nicely, coming a long way.
It's always really fascinating to me too how that happens.
Yeah. Oh, it's delicious. I can already picture some nice mashed potatoes and gravy right now with
the
that.
plate's right there.
Yep, that's really good. It's really smooth. Sometimes rosés can be a little bitey with the acidity. I think there's some nice acidity there. It's there on the finish, but it's a very smooth dry rosé. So I really like this. Again, dry rosé of Cabernet Franc 2023. I highly recommend it for your Thanksgiving meal. So we'll certainly be having that where I am. I started thinking about this rosé, and we got a little nerdy last week with
That's cool.
how do we carbonate or bubble wine, if you will, right? Yeah. We talked about like 5 different ways that's done. Well, there's more than one way to make a rosé.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I thought, well, maybe we should tell the people about that.
All right,
there's 3 different ways. There are 3 different ways to make a rosé, and maybe you didn't know that. But let's talk about that. The first method that I want to talk about is what I call the classic method, where you're specifically picking grapes, and again, a red wine grape, to make a rosé out of. Typically, you're going to pick that a little bit earlier than you normally would for a red wine, because as a grape ripens, the sugar level goes up, the acidity goes down. I want to try and pick that one that still has a little bit of acidity in it to really help make a nice, bright, fresh wine.
Nice.
And again, any red wine grape you can really make a rosé out of. We chose Cabernet Franc here. 2024 vintage is we made with Blaufränkisch. We've done Pinot Noir before, so I think any red wine grape, depending on what you want to do and stylistically how you want to make it, can make a nice dry rosé. But basically, we take those grapes once we get them in, we crush and destem them, and then we let it sit. We let all that juice sit on the skins for a certain amount of time, about overnight, usually 12 hours.
Yeah, quite a bit.
This sat on the skins for 12 hours to get this beautiful pink color that it has right now. So once it has the color that we kind of are looking for, we'll then press those grapes in the press, just take the juice out of it, and ferment that like we would a white wine.
Yeah.
That's kind of a traditional way to make rosé. There's another way that's called the Saignée method.
A little fancy.
Yeah, a little fancy French word there, Saignée. And you really make a rosé out of Saignée when you're making red wine. So you've got your red wine grapes that you've just crushed. You've got them in your vessel of choice for fermentation, but you're going to bleed off some of the juice from that potential red wine grapes, and use that for a rosé. And you really do it for the benefit of the red wine.
Gotcha.
Not because you're looking to make a rosé that way. What you're looking to do is take some of the juice, anywhere from 5 to 20%, depending on what you're going for. You take 5 to 20% of the juice out of that vessel, make a rosé with it, just like I said, right? And you ferment the rest just like a white wine. But what you're really doing is concentrating the red wine, because now you've got less juice and more skins in contact with that juice, and it makes a bigger, bolder red wine. So typically when you're doing Saignée, you're not doing it because you're looking to make a rosé.
No.
You're doing it because you want to enhance the red wine, and the rosé is the byproduct of that.
That's interesting.
So kind of cool.
Yeah.
And it's a common thing to do, especially in the Finger Lakes when we have kind of an underripe year for red wine. In order to make it a little bit bigger and a little bolder, we'll do some Saignée. We'll draw some of that juice off and again put it into the rosé. Some people will combine the 2 processes. We'll take the Saignée juice and add it to the classic rosé that we're already making.
That's cool.
Yeah, something else that you can do there. So yeah, that's the Saignée method. The last method is really blending. And it's really taking a white wine and a red wine, blending them together to make it pink or blush.
That's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool. Some people think it's cheating a little bit. It's not really a true rosé. It's pink in color, but you basically just blended 2 wines together. I've had some wonderful rosé wines made that way, whether it's a Riesling base with a little red wine added to it, or even like Pinot Gris. It's not that uncommon, and people do rosés that way, and I've had nice rosés that way.
I like that.
I traditionally am just doing the classic method only. But again, there's no right or wrong way to do it, just different ways.
It's true.
And as long as the final product tastes the way you want it to taste,
and it's a good way.
All for it. So that's little sidetrack wine nerd stuff there for how different ways you can make a rosé wine.
You got to nerd out a couple times, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And hey, if you're in a winery, you can ask them.
Yeah.
You're having dry rosé. Hey, how was this made?
Mm-hmm. Now you know.
They should know the answer to that question, so you can kind of understand how that process is. So, anyway, thought that would be kind of cool to share with people. Let's move on to topical topics on a Tuesday, Thanksgiving edition.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving edition. My Buffalo Bills had a bye week.
Oh.
So nothing. No victories to announce. No losses to announce.
All right, good.
So they were off. They had the week off.
So still 6-0.
So they're still 6-0 since I've been a fan, an interim fan, until the Browns released Deshaun Watson. I am now a Bills fan.
I like them.
My old team had a nice win against my bitter rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I'm not going to relish in it. I'm not going to relish in it because I'm not a fan right now. Not a fan of the Browns. At all. The Steelers still stink.
They do. I would agree. I would say.
Thank God. I hope they.
Yeah. They watch. I
love watching the Steelers lose. Yeah. So that's what's happening in my sports world. Let's talk about Thanksgiving traditions, right? It's the Thanksgiving episode. Let's do some Thanksgiving stuff. Tell me a little bit about your Thanksgiving. Where are you spending Thanksgiving?
I'm going to spend it at my mother's house. Be a little small gathering
of us. Little family get together at your mom's. That's cool. You have any traditions that you guys do on an annual basis?
Yeah, I would say that every year we watch the Macy's Day Parade every year.
Okay, so that's on in the house when you're getting together. And yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's a great tradition. I love the Macy's thing, especially when I was a kid. That's what it reminds me of. It
kind of brings you back.
The Thanksgiving Day Parade. Yeah.
Cool.
Good stuff. What time is dinner served at your household? Are you an early Thanksgiving Day eater or late?
My mom starts it at like 12 p.m.
That's when you start eating?
Yeah, it's got everything's all ready.
Okay, and so it's ready to go, and you're going at it right at noon. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Just curious.
It's so funny how early she starts it.
What's the spread consist of? Is it pretty traditional?
Yes, the usual, like the turkey, the stuffing. When I was younger, I liked the because I was a picky eater. The little cocktail hot dogs, like every
cocktail weenies.
Because I wouldn't eat anything else except those cocktail weenies.
The cocktail weenies. And were these with like covered in barbecue sauce or what?
No, just by themselves and
just plain,
like a little bottle of ketchup.
Plain cocktail weenies and ketchup.
Every single year.
All right, and those are they still served today?
Yeah. I will never tell her no.
They're still served today. Okay, no, that's kind of a unique family tradition as well.
It's so sweet that she will do everything else and the cocktail weenies.
Very nice for you. Yeah. I like it. I like it. Okay, but everything else traditional: turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing,
all homemade,
desserts.
Pie, yeah. I think she does one pie, but she doesn't really.
Pumpkin pie or apple pie?
No, I think she does cherry. I think
cherry pie.
Yeah, cherry pie.
All right.
Cherry pie.
Very nice. Very nice. What about drink? Is there drinking involved? Any alcohol involved?
No, my mom's not a big drinker, but see, maybe she might like it with the turkey. Right? She's never had a
little dry rosé. I'm telling you, might change her mind.
It's true.
All right, well, that sounds like a nice day, nice little family day.
Thank you.
Nice meal, get together with the cocktail weenies.
Yeah, it's my favorite. I'm looking forward to it.
I like it. Jane and I will be heading to New Jersey, so we do that every year. We go to Jane's sister's house and hang out with her family there. Usually it's a pretty big gathering. They've got a tradition that I'm not really keen on, but they like it. So they have this special family recipe stuffing that they make, right? And I usually have to watch this being done. I mean, they actually started like the day before they start making this thing, right?
Gotcha.
And I don't know, it's got like cabbage in it and sausage in it, and it's like gray and really doesn't look very appetizing at all. It smells awful. But listen, I don't want to be critical because they love it. I think it's cool, right? It's their little family thing. I don't know where the recipe came from, but they do. They've been making it for years. It's a big deal, like for that whole family. So the stuffing, and so I think that's kind of a cool tradition. It's not something that I partake in, but they love it. But this is the great thing about getting together with family for Thanksgiving. You talked about your cocktail weenies. Like they'll make me stovetop stuffing.
Oh, see, that's
just for me because they know I won't eat the stuffing.
Yep.
So that's kind of cool.
I like that.
I like that they do that. But yeah, that's their kind of tradition that they do from a family standpoint. And And then we got our own little tradition that we started since we had the winery. We always bring our pet nat to Thanksgiving, and we kind of open it and try it for the first time.
Yeah.
To see how it is. It's always a little anxious moment for me because I don't know how it's going to be.
Exactly.
So we'll be doing that this week as well. We'll be trying the 2024 pet nats.
Beautiful.
So
I hope
we'll have
to
give a report on that.
Good. We'll
when we come back, and hopefully those will be okay. We won't release them still until spring, February, March time frame. But we'll get a first taste of it this week. So looking forward to that. And there'll be plenty of drink at the family Thanksgiving gathering for sure. There'll be lots of wine, dry rosé, of course, good beer, cocktails, maybe even some mulled wine.
Look at that.
Football will be on, so there'll be a lot going on. So that's kind of our Thanksgiving. Of course, we'll get up early Friday and come back so we can be open by noon.
Beautiful.
So that's the plan.
We'll be here.
What else? What's going on here? So top 5 lists. So I made an executive decision at the last minute here to delay the Just Chill list.
That's
right?
All right.
So we talked about we're gonna curate a new Toast Winery playlist called the Just Chill list. You're gonna come up with songs for it or artists for it.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna come up with artists for it. And we're going to have a new and we want the people to come up with their recommendations as well, right?
There's a lot.
Jeff Fetterman, I'm looking at you. I want some good songs from you to put on this new playlist, and so that's going to be fun, right? We're going to delay it an extra week to think about it.
Beautiful.
Expect your selections to be even more elevated.
Oh, there will be,
especially the toast heads as well.
Yep, please.
Now you got an extra week to think about it and put some things on the list. I thought, it's Thanksgiving. It's the Thanksgiving episode. Let's talk about the top things that we're thankful for in 2024.
Absolutely.
They don't have to be a top 5, right? You don't have to have one thing ahead of the other, but let's just do maybe 5 things we're thankful for.
I agree.
For 2024, right? So I'm gonna let you start, and we'll just go. We're not gonna go back and forth this time. Just go through your list of 5 things that you're thankful for, that. And then I'll do the same. Sound good?
That sounds perfect. I like that. That's lovely.
Let's go for it.
Let's see. So there's no order, right? Absolutely. No order. So we'll start with this one. I would say a really good work environment and the best bosses I could have. So I'm very thankful for that.
Nice,
so thank you.
Thanksgiving Day suck up. Thank you. Thank you.
The next one I would say is to be able just to kind of wake up happy, have the nice morning cup of coffee, take in fresh air, and just, live in the moment and be happy. That's what I'm very thankful for.
That's nice. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good.
I would say the next one is the same bed every single night, the same place I could sleep in, my own home, I could call it. Like every single night I'd be in the same place, and that's what I'm very thankful for too.
Very nice. I like that. So sometimes there's the little things, right, that you appreciate, and maybe sometimes you forget to be thankful for them, but they're important.
Of course, the little things. I always like the little things. Let's see. So next one, I would say, very, very important to me too. My beautiful puppy. I'm very thankful for her. My little sweet girl.
Nice.
Junie. I love every single day waking up and do a little exercise with her. So my little sweet girl.
Nice. That was a new addition in 2024 to the family, right?
My family, absolutely.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh,
That's
baby.
Great.
And then, number one, I would say my loving family, friends, and my beautiful significant other, Madison.
Ah, that's wonderful. That's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you.
That's a good list.
Thank you.
Good list to be thankful for. I like it.
Thank you.
Let's see. So again, no particular order for me, right? I want to say first, thank you to our customers, both those that we see regularly and those that just happen to stop in. We couldn't be what we are without your support, and that means the world to us. And incredibly thankful for our customers and the support that they show us. So we love that, and thank you for that. See if I can read my own writing. Number 4. I'm really thankful for the bountiful harvest that we had this year. So there were a lot of grapes and really wonderful quality of grapes. And that might sound like, oh, of course you're thankful for that. But, the last 2 years before that were not very bountiful. It was difficult to get grapes. I felt really bad for our growers in the region that were struggling to do what they could to sell the crop that they had. And so this year, bountiful crop, super high quality, fantastic growers in this region that are taking care of our grapes and growing our grapes. And I'm really excited about the fact that we were to get a lot of grapes for the wines that we wanted to make.
Yeah.
And there are going to be some great wines coming out of 24.
Cannot wait.
Excited to share them with you over the next year or so. So that's something I'm definitely thankful for. I'm thankful for family, for sure. Same, right? The family that support us, whether they're here helping us or whether they're a phone call away, just listening to how our day was, or complain about something, or to talk about something good that happened, right? So family and friends that support us. We have friends of old, friends of new that we made this year. Very thankful for that. So that means a lot to us as well. Number 2 on my list, the Buffalo Bills, baby. Here we go. 6-0. We're going to the Super Bowl.
Do it.
Can't wait. Josh Allen, best quarterback in the NFL, stand-up guy to boot. You can't get any better than that. So I'm excited about the Buffalo Bills. This is going to be their year. We're riding it all the way. Bills Mafia.
Yeah.
Maybe if they keep going, I might even have to jump on a table. I don't know.
I
might have to jump on a table and break a table here. I mean, listen.
They're going to get the ring.
Very thankful for the Buffalo Bills. Let's go.
Fantastic.
Number 1, of course, I'm most thankful for Jane, my loving wife, my partner in life and partner here at the winery. I couldn't ask for a better partner to do this with. She's great. She runs things like clockwork. I'm sure a lot of you know here in the front of the house. And I couldn't. People talk about how I don't know how you work with your wife every day, right? But we don't even think about it. We bicker sometimes, but that's just always going to happen. But we don't really. I don't know. I think we're great partners together. I think doing this, I'd rather there'd be nobody I'd rather do it with than her. And again, she's a great partner in life and in business, and so I'm very thankful for her.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So that's
it.
I think a couple of good lists, couple of good years. I think it was a couple of good year for us both, right? So cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Let's finish off with the toast today. I wanted to keep it on the thank you theme,
of course.
So I went with the Bad Boys of Texas, a little ZZ Top.
Nice.
I Thank You is the name of the song. You didn't have to love me like you did, but you did, and I thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.